Today's video is going to be for all servers. Challenge Arena tips. If you like this video and like my content, hit the sub button, hit the like button, hit that bell dingy dingy thing so you know when I post a video. Let's go, baby. Tip of the day. Now, I always talk about summoning on banners and natural 5-star units for PvP. And as you see on the rankings, you do need them, right? I mean, you don't really see anything up here that's not a natural 5-star unit. However, at the end of this season, I'm typically Challenge Arena top 30, and in Brawl Arena, I'm usually top 30 at the end as well. But as you see, I don't always use natural 5-star units. Not even in Challenge Arena. You just gotta have the right team comp. Currently, my defense rate is 71%. It's early in the week, and all I use is Galleon, Shushu, and Darien. 2 4-star units. I get attack up and defense down. I get immunity and heals, and I get an AoE Provoke, which you're gonna see a video from him soon. And he also applies a defense buff for your whole team. It's just about your team compositions. On defense, a little different, you gotta defend for everything. But on offense, it's a little different. The more you know. Alright, I'm gonna try to break this down for each summoner, because it is a little different. Obviously, I'm Orbia, I'm doing a ton of damage. With Cleef and Kina, you really gotta rely on your monsters. But I'm gonna give you 10 tips for Challenge Arena to hopefully help you succeed. Because Challenge Arena is all about strategy. You know what's on their defense, and you can counter it. Tip number 1, always go for element advantage. This is your biggest goal and tip. You do more damage against the weaker element. And I will show you that in a minute on tip number 2. Whenever you see a one-man defense, use low mana cost Soul Link nukes. Now every summoner is going to have different monsters built. I obviously don't have as many nukers as a Cleef or Kina would, because I'm Orbia. As an Orbia, you can do 2 different things. You bring Galleon, you use the second skill, and then you just 1-2 shot the enemy damage dealer with the stronger element. But for tip 2, I'm gonna bring in a nuker. In this case, with water, all I have is Tayor, but I have him built as a very high defensive nuker. His first skill is 3 mana cost, so I put him on Soul Link, but when I get 3 mana cost, I will then one-shot the Thessarian. Now for you, this could mean Theomars, this could be Beth, but you always want to counter the one-man damage dealing team so that there is no more threat. So what I typically do, because targeting is dumb and needs a rework, yes, but I go over to the left, click on Thessarian, and just wait and spam my skill with the one shot and he's dead. It's really that simple. If it's a one-man DPS team and it's got a high sustain, you just gotta make sure you bring a healer. You will win that 9 times out of 10. Third arena tip, know what your classes do. For example, this team right here. They have a Water Chimera, who's a knight. They have Narin Ha, who is a mage. And they have Bastet, who's a support. Now what's important about classes and knowing what they do is you somewhat know what their AI is gonna do and how it's going to react. With Tayor, he's gonna charge to the closest enemy. As a support Bastet, she's gonna stay still until her health gets low, or when she's attacked by an enemy. So she will move when she gets attacked. Same with mages. Mages will move to a safer location. When there's multiple threats in a match, like Orbia for example, and Narin Ha, they're the same class, which is a mage. So depending on the situation, you could always bring an assassin. Assassins target archers and mages first. So if you wanted to multitask, as a summoner, you can focus on other allies or other monsters, pick an assassin, put him as a non-Soul Link monster, and he will go straight for the mages or archers. While if you're Cleef, you can go control the other damage dealer by putting attack downs, crowd control with stuns or knockups, whatever. With Kina, you can go strip enemy buffs or whatever the case may be. And since your assassin's on non-Soul Link, you can choose another Soul Link monster to go attack the other threat. Now that you know tip 3 using element advantage, this goes into tip 4. Use the enemy's team comp to your advantage. Trouble Jr. here has 2 mages. Orbia and Lydia. Now Lydia hits like a champ. And I know she's got AoE on 2 different spells. Her first skill and her second skill. She's off a soul link, so she's going to be able to use them very quickly. So what I need to do is lower the skill cooldowns of my Chloe to get invincibility, because this is a YOLO comp. I mean, he has Light Beast Monk, which is a single target heal, but as long as I get Lydia down, I shouldn't have a problem. I'm also bringing an assassin to hopefully split up the damage, because my Karambit will be in the back line, Galleon will be in the front, Chloe will be in the back, and I'm going to be off to the side. So Lydia won't become a problem. I'm going to try to knock down Lydia first, and then go for trouble. This is going to be pretty rough, but let's see what happens. Alright, so I'm going to target the Lydia, everybody's split up, and I'm going to just one shot, dead, perfect, and Trouble's dead as well, perfect. That was a super duper snipe with Light Staff. It's crazy. I'm sorry, Trouble Jr., my boy. But Karambit definitely helps, splitting up the focus of the enemy AI. Another example is someone with an assassin. You know assassins attack mages. I'm a mage. The only threat here is Efna. I'm going to stand in the back line, kill the Efna, and then I'll focus on Juno after that. Or you can put your mage down as a monster and just protect your mage, right? Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to go ahead and kill Efna here, and Efna's dead. 2 shots with a Galleon. I'm going to switch to water. Alright, let's get this Juno down. I'm tired of this Juno. Come on. Come on. Basic attack. I'm the death. Come on. Come on. Come on. Alright, Juno's dead. Now I just switch to wind. I'll just kill Bastet because I'm not worried about the Cleef. And do my thing. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. And then he's dead. But yeah, as Orbia, just stay in the back line. The assassin's going to come to you, and you just kill off the assassin. As Cleef or Kina, what you would do then is bring in a mage so that the assassin comes to your backline and tries to kill your mage. But then you bring in the stronger element Soul Link damage dealer to hopefully 1 or 2 shot that assassin. Tip number 5, use your weapons wisely and know what you're going to use to begin with and what to switch with next. Again, I'm facing a Fire Orbia and there's a Water Theomars. 2 big threats. I want to take out the Theomars first. As Orbia, I'm going to use Wind Staff on Theo, and once Theo is dead, I will switch to water and kill the Orbia. But this is what I mean about weapon switching. You just gotta know ahead of time what your plan is in Challenge Arena. It's a strategy. So first I'm going to target Theomars and wait for the defense break and the attack buff, and then I'm going to one shot and kill him off. He's dead, and then I'm going to switch to water and then go for Orbia once the invincibility goes off, which is going to be any minute, which is right now. And then I'm going to do that. Bam, bam. She's almost dead. And then let's see. One more shot there. It's really hard to multitask while you're actually playing the game, just so you know. You can definitely tell in my speaking that I definitely speak different when I'm in the action. It's so stressful. Tip number 6, provoking. As Orbia or Kina, putting a provoker on Soul Link is not a bad idea. If there's 2 or even 3 threats, you can bring in damage dealers as non-Soul Links and just have your tank provoking. As a Cleef, you have your own provoke, so you can put your damage dealer on a Soul Link. But as Orbia or Kina, we have no way of doing that. So I'm going to bring in Tayor to hopefully tank the whole team. But really all I'm going to do is spam Tayor's provoke. Alright, so here we go. So there's Tayor doing his thing. I'm going to just spam the provoke so everybody focuses on him, because that's all I want to do, and now my whole team is safe. As long as my healers keep Tayor up like they should be, because they're healers and supports. But he's dead. But at least he took out the brunt of the force. I don't have to worry about anything else. But the initial threat of them chasing my Orbia is eliminated when you have a provoker. As long as you have support to keep him up, which mine didn't. I don't get it. When you put points in changing Soul Link monsters, then you can switch to a healer, use the mana to heal your tank, and then you switch back to Water Chimera to provoke again. We're not there yet. Hold on. I just wanted to show this. Number 7, changing Soul Link monsters mid-match. When you start to focus on PvP, you definitely need to get this skill. Bond Enhancement. You can change a Soul Link monster every 1 second. This is really good in PvE too, which I showcased with Fire Vampire, Wind Polar Queen, and a Damage Dealer in the Guild Raid video. But doing this, if one of your guys are low, then you can obviously do what you need to do. Now, I'm low, so I'm switching to Lulu so I can heal myself, and then I'm going to switch back to Bastet. I'm going to switch to Wind. It's a lot going on, but this is what you can do. This is the possibilities are endless. Alright, I'm going to try to kill this Tayor because that's the biggest threat. Lulu is low, so I'm going to switch to Lulu so we can get a heal off. I should have switched back to Bastet since I used an ultimate because Lulu doesn't have an ultimate skill. I was a little flustered in the beginning because I'm trying to explain things at the same time but trying to be cool about it, you know, and it's not working all the time like intended. I got maintenance, so I got to finish this video up really quick. Tip number 8, what else you can do is delay your attack. Especially when there's cleansers, you can start basic attacking and have their monsters use all their skills first, such as Ariel's cleanse. Once you see the heal over time tick or him use the skill, you can then use Galleon's second skill to do defense down and then attack. Why has it gotta do this to me? No, I don't have time for this. I had to go back to an OG video so I can get this video done. Number 9, use your mana to your advantage. I'm using Brawl for example, but it's the same thing. In Arena, you start with 2 mana, and when you get to 3, a lot of skills cost 3 mana. Some even cost 2 if you find the right ones. There's some monsters that have 2 mana cost AoE provoke, just FYI. But what I like to do is use monsters like Galleon and Garudus, such as Water and Light. Because when you hit 3 mana cost, you can use his skill that lowers cooldowns of all your allies. And as you see, when you reach 3 mana, your skills are not ready yet, unless you use the skill cooldowns. So this gives you an advantage over the enemy. And last but not least, just have fun with Arena. Don't follow the meta. I mean, yeah, follow the meta somewhat. There's better monsters than others. But you should find monsters that you want to build and you like. Nobody uses teams like this of Tion, Raccoon, and Water Valkyrie like I do. Don't follow the meta. Create your own. One-shot win Hell Ladies with a Fire Frankenstein. Do your own thing. And that's it for today's video. This maintenance really screwed me up. If you have any questions, just comment down below and I'll try to answer them as best I can. If you like all my videos, sub, like, ding a bell. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!